Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Office SRA 24/7. My name is Amanjot and I am here with all of you with a special session in which I am going to discuss the 5 questions per unit of your unit 1 to 5 for the Indian economy and Indian financial system. So before starting the session, a very good evening to all of you and also those candidates who have already joined us here live. Do let me know is audio and video both are okay, are we good to go? And also I have a request from all of you, do share the session on the Telegram channels or WhatsApp group wherever you know that the friends of yours and colleagues of yours are linked with you who are preparing for the JAIIB major exam. Okay, so do let me know in the comment section, is everything okay? Are we good to go? Okay, let's continue. Before starting the session, this is the session in which we are going to discuss the Indian economy and Indian financial system. MCQ on unit 1 to unit 5. As you know that Indian economy and Indian financial system subject is the newly added subject in your JAIIB preparation. So we are going to practice certain questions. What I want from all of you is that do make sure you be active in the session, you respond in the session and keep answering the questions. And in the end of the session, I will be asking you all that how many answers you have given correct. So do make sure you also counting that how many answers you are giving correct, and also do share the session so that maximum candidate will be joining us. Okay, so let's start. Before starting the session, if you haven't downloaded the 24/7 application, do download the application. In the description you will find the link to the application, download from there, because all these content will be available, plus the premium study material will be available, and the premium study material will cover the paid batches and everything. And by downloading the application, you will get 1% additional discount there. Okay, next. Apart from that, if you haven't subscribed the channel of Office SRA 24/7, then do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification be given to you on the channel. Okay, and this is a single channel where the query regarding the JAIIB, CIB, bank promotion exams, certificate exams, everything will be clear for all of you. So let's start with the first question, and I want each and everyone to be active in the session and keep answering the question whatever option you think is right. And one more thing, do answer the question by representing the question number, like 1 is B or C or D, whatever you feel like. Do not forget to mention the question number. So the first question is this, that asking about the micro enterprises. So you can see, as per the new definition of MSME, investment in plant and machinery or equipment does not exceed dash for a micro enterprise. So MSME stand for micro, small and medium enterprises. Okay, what does MSME stand for? It stands for micro, small and medium enterprises. So when we talk about micro, small and medium enterprises, they have got a new definition from the ministry. And what this particular micro enterprise, according to the new definition, means, that you have to tell. So we are talking about the amount of what? Investment in plant and machinery or equipment should not exceed what amount? 50 lakh, 1 crore, 5 crore, 10 crores. A, B, C or D, which are the following is correct, and do make sure you answer, everyone is answering this question. Or also do share the session. Okay, one is B and C, 2 options are coming, B and C. A is also there. A, B, C. 3 options you guys are saying. Okay, so the right answer, Swati ma'am, do mention the question number from next time. Okay, so the right answer for this particular question will be 1 crore. The investment in plant and machinery or equipment for the micro enterprises should not exceed more than 1 crore amount. So this amount is important because the definition has been defined on the basis of the amounts only. Your turnover and your investment in the machinery and plants, these are the 2 categories which has been defined under the MSME definition. Okay, so if I talk about micro enterprises, you can see here, in case of micro enterprises, this is the new definition that has been given. The old one and new one, both are defined here. If we talk about the old definition of MSME, there were difference between the manufacturing units and the service units. But in the new definition, they have combined both. You can see here, in case of manufacturing, the investment amount was different and the For the manufacturing, it was different amount, and for the savings, for the investment in equipment was different. But in case of new definition, you will find here investment in plant and machinery or equipment and turnover has been defined. So the investment should not exceed 1 crore and the turnover should not exceed 5 crore. This is for the micro enterprises. Also remember the turnover limit also. Clear? So this is the right answer. Should not exceed 1 crore is the right answer. B option will be correct. All do make sure you are counting how many answers you are given correct. Now the second question is this. Which are correct with respect to non-achievement of priority sector target? So which of the following statement is correct in context to your non-achievement of priority sector target? First is saying shortfall to be deposited with RIDF or SIDB. Second, will be taken into account while granting regulatory clearance for various purposes. Third, will be taken into account while granting approvals for various purposes. So only 1 and 2, only 1 and 3, only 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. Which of the following is correct? A, B, C or D? So if I talk about priority sector, what are priority sector? Priority sector is simply those sectors which according to RBI and Government of India needs the improvement, needs the development for the balanced development of the economy. That sectors are known as priority sector. And there are total 8 sectors which has been defined by Government of India and RBI under the priority sector. And RBI introduced this priority sector lending scheme in the year 1972 to provide a particular selective lending to these 8 sectors so that their development will be done in the country. And those 8 sectors are like agriculture, export credit, housing, education, renewable energy, social infrastructure, that is others, and social infrastructure, energy, and education. Okay, these are the sectors that has been defined under the priority sector. So there are 8 sectors that has been defined in the PSL. The target and sub-targets has been given by RBI that has to be fulfilled within a financial year. Okay, and if you are not, if you means if bank is not capable or bank was not able to complete that particular target that has been given by RBI, then certain action will be taken by RBI. Hana, you are not able to achieve the target of the priority sector. In that situation, what happens? In that situation, all the 3 options written here are correct. Very good. Everyone goes with the D option. So all the 3 are correct. The shortfall amount. Shortfall amount means, let's take an example. The bank has given the target to XYZ bank that you have to provide 2 lakh rupees in the PSL, right? For example. But the bank, XYZ bank, has provided only 1.5 lakh in the PSL. Now that 50,000 that you have to add in your, 1.5 lakh of loan that you have distributed in the PSL sector, that 50,000 will be known as shortfall amount. And that shortfall amount has to be submitted under the RIDF or SIDB. Now, first of all, RIDF is managed by NABARD. RIDF stands for Rural Infrastructure Development Fund and SIDB is simply Small Industrial Development Bank of India. So SIDB has created an Industrial Development Fund and this RIDF has been created by the NABARD. Okay, and this will be prescribed by RBI that from where the shortfall amount should be submitted to which particular organization. Okay, that will be given by RBI. Second is also correct. It will be taken into account while granting regulatory clearance for various purposes. And also third is also correct. Will be taken into account while granting approvals for the various purposes. So the right answer will be your D. Very good. The extra explanation which I am providing you, do make sure focus on this explanation also because that will be also important for your exam. And it's not like the same question will be available in the paper. Whatever explanation I am adding here, the questions can be framed out of those explanation also. So do focus on explanation also. Okay, now the third question is talking about which is not one of the pillars of Make in India program. Which of the following is not one of the pillar of Make in India program? New processes, new infrastructure, new government, new sector. Also, let me know in the comment section in which year this Make in India was introduced. Also, let me know in which year Make in India was introduced. So 2 things you have to answer here. Which of the following is not the pillar? And the second one you have to answer here. That is the year in which Make in India was introduced. Okay, so right answer is okay. 3 C, and everyone is going with the C option. Everyone is going with the C option, but the year you are confusing between 14 and 15. It can't be 17. 17 is not right, Krishna. 17 is very delay, you are saying. It can't be 17. Achha, if you remember the first tenure of Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi, then you will be easily able to answer this question. So Make in India was introduced by Mr. Narendra Modi. Let's understand first what is Make in India. Make in India was introduced by Mr. Narendra Modi in the first tenure of Prime Minister he became. Okay, so it means the right year will be 2014. The right year you have is 2014. So if you are confused between 14 and 15, just remember what was the first tenure of Mr. Narendra Modi's prime ministership. Okay, so you will be easily able to answer this question. Apart from that, Make in India was introduced by Government of India to make the India manufacturing hub. Mr. Narendra Modi has given a certain different definition, or not the definition, but the full form to the FDI here. So FDI, we know generally that is foreign direct investment. The foreign company, when investing in India with more than 10% capital, that investment is known as FDI. But in case of here, the Mr. Narendra Modi represented this term as a first develop India. So what does it mean? It means we should make the India a manufacturing hub. More and more products should be manufactured in India. If maximum products are manufactured in India, then what is going to be benefited out of it? Increase in production will increase the GDP, will increase the economic growth. Increase in production also increase the employment level, the per capita income, the national income. Increase in production will also increase your exports capacity. It will also increase your foreign currency reserve capacity. Apart from that, it will reduce your import capacity. If you are producing more and more goods, yani, it means the companies are earning more money. The government will get the more tax revenue. So all these benefits will be seen because of the Make in India initiative that has been introduced by Mr. Modi in the year 2014. Okay, and the right answer is correct. You have given that is new government. It is not one of the pillar of Make in India. Okay, new processes, new infrastructure, new sector is there, but not the new government. Very good. Now, next question. Fourth question is talking about which of the following are the subcategory under the agriculture in priority sector lending. So I have just discussed that what is priority sector. I am not explaining again what is priority sector, but yes. Priority sector has a certain sectors and subsectors. How many sectors are there? It has 8 sectors. So out of these 8 sectors, one sector is agriculture, and agriculture has been divided into subsectors. Like if I talk about the domestic commercial banks, the domestic commercial banks get the total PSL target of 40%. Out of this 40%, the commercial banks have to give loan around 18% to the agriculture sector. But this 18% is also divided into subsectors. Okay, so this is what the question is asking. Which of the following is the part of your, or is the subcategory of agriculture? So the right answer will be your fourth is A and D and C. 3 options are coming. The right answer will be, answer quickly, A, D and C. Okay. So if I talk about farm credit, it is related to agriculture. Obviously, it is a part of agriculture. Agriculture infrastructure is a part of agriculture. Ancillary services means related services like animal husbandry, fishing. These will be the part of your agriculture. That's the ancillary related services. That is also a part of agriculture, but not the micro enterprises. Now, if you remember the target, then you will easily identify that micro enterprises is not a part of agriculture sector, because in the out of 40%, 7.5% should be given to the micro enterprises. So it is already no, it's not a sub target, it's a particular sector. It's not a subsector. So a 7.5% target has been given to the micro enterprises. So it can't be the subcategory of the agriculture. So the right answer will be 1, 2 and 3. So option A will be correct. Okay, option A will be correct. Don't confuse yourself here. Clear? Next. Under revised PSL guidelines, if a customer is sanctioned an education loan of 20 lakhs and the outstanding amount becomes 22 lakh, In such a scenario, whether entire outstanding will be reckoned for PSL? Yes or no? First, you have to give the answer yes or no and then the reason. So right answer will be okay. If you're not able to understand what is reckoned for PSL means, like it means simply you are calculating, है ना? It will be calculated for the PSL. The right answer will be first, yes, only sanction limit is taken for PSL. No outstanding limit has been capped at rupees 20 lakh. Third, no, though the sanction limit has been capped at 20 lakh, outstanding limit can't be above 20 lakh. And the fourth one is saying none of the above. So which of the following will be correct? Achha, do not forget to mention the question number. That is very important. The right answer for the fifth question will be your... No, it is counted. It will be counted. Yes, only the sanction limit is taken for PSL. Okay. So the right answer will be your, only 20 lakh will be taken. So the right answer will be your A option. Now, next question we are talking about here. Let's be a little bit in a hurry. So next question is, which among the following is not a hard infrastructure? So we have already covered a certain unit that is related to the infrastructure, in which we have studied that infrastructure are of two types, hard and soft infrastructure. So out of these options, which of the following is not a hard infrastructure? Ports, roads, healthcare and airports. Which of the following is correct? Answer quickly. The right answer for the sixth question will be the hard infrastructure is not option, which is not a part of hard infrastructure. Sorry. Okay, sixth is B and C. I'm getting the answer. Be quick to answering the question. Okay. Okay. Sixth is C. Everyone is going with the C. Maximum are going with the C. And yes, that is correct. It's not a hard infrastructure. That's a part of your soft infrastructure, right? The ports, roads and airports, these are the part of hard infrastructure, but not the C option, healthcare. Next question. Next question is talking about here, dash is the core and fundamental goal of the family welfare program in India. So as we know, there are so many social welfare schemes has been introduced by Government of India, and government is keep introducing such kind of schemes. So what is the reason behind of this kind of schemes? So first we are talking about, if Government of India is introducing a family welfare program, what is the core benefit? What is the core goal here? What is the fundamental goal behind introducing these family benefits or family benefit programs? For to provide better education, to provide to achieve higher literacy, to provide quality food, and to control the population, or we can say the population management, to perform the population management. Which of the following will be correct? Seventh will be family welfare program in India. What is the goal behind family welfare program? Very good. Seventh is D, that is population management is the main goal. Okay, why we have introduced the family welfare program? We have covered the 5-year plans also, which has been introduced by Planning Commission, in which we have studied family planning program was introduced by Government of India. Why it was introduced? To manage the population, to control the population. So right answer will be D. Next question. Which of the following statement is not a primary health care? Now, if we talk about healthcare services, as we know that the sectors of our economy has been divided into 3 sectors: primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. Similarly, the healthcare services in our country has been divided into 3 categories: the primary healthcare, the secondary healthcare, and the tertiary healthcare. If I talk about primary healthcare, so maximum primary healthcare services are provided by the government hospitals or the health and wellness centers in the country, or the primary healthcare centers. But the secondary and tertiary services, and mostly the tertiary services, like kind of surgeries and research and development kind of thing, if we are doing in the healthcare sector, that is the part of the private sector. Like maximum the private sector hospitals are providing these services. So which of the following is not a part of your primary healthcare? First is saying primary healthcare is involved in providing essential drugs. Primary healthcare is involved in spreading education and awareness related to the health problem. Third, primary healthcare focuses on conducting the research. Fourth, primary healthcare is involved in promoting the proper nutrition. So what do you think, which of the following is correct? Which of the following is correct? Answer quickly. Achha, if you don't know the answer of any particular question, just write don't know so that we will continue in the next question. We don't have to waste our times. Okay. 8th is C. Okay. Done. Maximum are going with the C option, and that is correct. That primary healthcare focuses on conducting research. No. This part is of the tertiary service. This part is of your tertiary service, tertiary healthcare service, not the primary. Okay. Next. Next question is talking about which among the following is not a green infrastructure. Which of the following is not a green infrastructure? First, wildlife sanctuaries, national highway, bird sanctuary, tiger reserve. So green infrastructure, you can easily understand, you can easily link it with the environment. So you can answer it very easily. Which of the following is not a green infrastructure? So right answer for the 9th question will be your. Very good. Developing the national highway, construction of national highway is not a part of your green infrastructure. Rest 3 are the part of your green infrastructure. Very good. The right answer will be B option. Next. Which of the following statement is true about the social infrastructure? Now we are talking about social infrastructure. Which of the following is the part of social infrastructure? First is saying electricity is an essential component of social infrastructure. Second, saying roads and highways are an essential component of social infrastructure. Third is saying internet is an essential component of social infrastructure. And fourth is saying housing is an essential component of the social infrastructure. So out of these 4, which of the following is important or true about the social infrastructure? A, B, C or D? Answer quickly. Okay, so right is D. Very good. Housing is an essential component of social infrastructure. That is true. Providing the housing is the basic infrastructure requirement, basic social infrastructure requirement. Right answer will be D. Okay, next. Nithya Aayog is the government of India's top policy dash, offering both directional and policy suggestions for the central as well as the state government. So Nithya Aayog has been established in the year 2015. It replaced the Planning Commission, and Nithya Aayog is now planning for our country. It is providing the directional and the policy inputs to the government, to the central and state government both. But what type of policy is it? Is it an innovation tank? Is it a rescue tank? Is it a think tank? Or is it a technical tank? Which of the following is correct? That is also social infrastructure. Providing roads, providing buildings, providing bridge, these all are the part of social infrastructure. In fact, providing internet is also a part of your social infrastructure. But essential infrastructure, what is required? The basic need of the human being. Food, shelter, clothes, primary education. Shelter is the basic need. That's why housing will be the essential requirement. Okay. Now, the right answer for this particular question, very good. It will be C option. That is a think tank. Right answer is C, that is Nithya Aayog is India's top policy think tank that offering directional and policy suggestion to the government of India, to both the central as well as the state government. Okay, next question. In 2015, Government of India established the National Institution for Transforming India to substitute dash based on the logic that nature of the economy had shifted to a market-dominated system. So which of the following commission has been replaced by the Niti Aayog, in which it has been said by the government that the nature of economy changes now. Now the economy is a market dominated economy. So that's why we can't run the older one commission. We have to introduce the new one, and the new one was introduced as a Niti Aayog. So is it a Hilton Young Commission, Planning Commission, National Commission, Cultural Commission? Which of the following is correct? Okay. Very good. It is Planning Commission. Planning Commission was replaced by Niti Aayog in the year 2015. Planning Commission was established in the year 1950 and it was replaced in the year 2015, and it created 12 5-year plans in our country. Okay, next. Which of the following is not the function of Niti Aayog? Which of the following is not a function of Niti Aayog? First, to evolve a shared vision of national development priority sector and strategies, to foster the cooperative federalism, to give the final approval to the 5-year plans of India, to create a knowledge, innovation and entrepreneur support system. So out of these 4 options, which of the following is not a function of Niti Aayog? Do make sure whenever you are reading a question, do make sure on these keywords. It is asking for the true or not true, correct or incorrect option that you have to major focus on. So which of the following is not a function? Okay, very good. C is not a function because this task has been given to the NDC, National Development Council. Okay, it was given to the National Development Council and it was established in the year 1952. And only the first 5-year plan was there, which was introduced or which was implemented without the permission of NDC. The right answer will be C option. Next. Who is chairman of Niti Aayog? That's a very simple question. The ex-officio post has been given here to the chairman. So who is the chairman of Niti Aayog? President of India, Prime Minister of India, RBI Governor, Finance Minister of our country. So out of these options, who is the chairman of Niti Aayog? And the chairman got the ex-officio post. Do not forget this. The right answer for the 14th question will be definitely the Prime Minister. The chairman of Niti Aayog will be Prime Minister. So Mr. Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister right now. Now, next question is talking about Niti Aayog gives relevant technical assistance to the dash in designing strategic and long-term policies and program for the government of India. So Niti Aayog is doing what? Simply providing technical support, designing strategy, long-term policies and programs. All these things will be done by the Niti Aayog. For which government? Is it for state government? Is it for central government? Is it for both state and central government, or is it for none of the above? Which of the following will be correct? A, B, C or D? Okay. So 15th, you guys are going with the C option. And that is correct. For the central and state, both the government, Niti Aayog is doing this particular activity. Okay, next question. Next question is talking about the low per capita income is mainly attributed to the high level of dash. The low per capita income is mainly attributed to the high level of dash. Poverty, unemployment, illiteracy, poverty, employment, literacy, poverty, unemployment, literacy, poverty, employment, literacy. So you have to tell that if there is a low per capita income in the country, it is mainly attributed to create high level of which of the following economic situation. So what is per capita income? Per person income. Per capita income means simple per person income. If we have a less per capita income, out of these economic situation, which will rise? 16th will be your... Very good. The poverty will rise. People don't have money. It means people will be poor. Unemployment will be there. Illiteracy will be there. Because if I am not having a sufficient amount of income, I am having a very low per capita income, in which it means I will not be able to educate. I will not be able to get the better job opportunities, or I will be unemployed, and also the poverty will be there. Very good. So right answer will be A. Now, next question is talking about, in the last 4 decades, India has faced the following major shocks. In the last 4 decades, India has faced the following major shocks. First, The 1991 balance of payment crisis. Second, the 2008 global financial crisis. Third, the COVID-19 pandemic. Out of these, which major issues or shocks India has faced? So balance of payment is what? Simply balance of payment means the systematic statement of all the economic transaction between India and the rest of the world in a financial year. That is the balance of payment. And crisis means, it means the outflow was more than the inflow in the country at the time of 1991. That's why the balance of payment crisis we have faced. And 2008 global financial crisis we all know. And then the COVID-19 pandemic 2020 happened. So out of these three, what was the major shock Indian economy faced? And the right answer will be very good. D. All are the major shocks Indian economy has faced. Okay, right answer will be D. Achha, I request you all to share the session. We reached to the 90 candidates who are current viewers of ours. Let's make it 100. Okay, now next, 18th. 18th question is talking about, according to the International Monetary Fund, India's contribution to the global GDP reached to dash in 2021. So what is IMF? IMF stands for International Monetary Fund. We have studied that today only. Hana? Please explain what is 99. In 1991, Surabhi ma'am, we have studied that. In 1991, Surabhi ma'am, we have introduced LPG policy, that is liberalization, privatization, globalization. And the reason behind to introduce these, there are 6 to 7 reasons. The reason which was written in the earlier question was balance of payment crisis. What is balance of payment? We know that India is having an economic transaction with all of the country, like export, import, investments, grants, remittances, tourism, everything is there between India and rest of the world. So whatever amount is coming to India and whatever amount going from outside the country, the statement of systematic record will be maintained, and that record will be known as balance of payment. I hope it is clear now. So at the time of 1991, we have faced that we have paid more money to the rest of the world in comparison to what we have earned. That's why we have faced the BOP crisis in the year 1991. Okay. So I hope, Surabhi ma'am, it is clear to you. Now answer me this particular question. Which of the following is correct? Achha, I was explaining the IMF. IMF is the International Monetary Fund. That's an international organization that is known as the credit manager or the crisis manager or the credit lender, we can say, to the IMF, because it provides loan to the member countries at the time of crisis. And as per IMF, India reached to what level? India reached to 7.3%. Okay, it's not A, it is B. India reached to 7.3%. Hana, to the global GDP. Next. Which policies paved the way for positive economic outcomes and higher GDP growth rates? So which policy paved the way for the positive economic outcomes in the country and also the GDP rate has been increased? So is it a Hindu rate of growth, adoption of LPG policy, COVID-19 pandemic, or Lehman collapse? This Lehman collapse has created us in the 2008 financial crisis. The global financial crisis came because of this. Okay. Apart from that, Hindu rate of growth is what? It used to be there in the country when we were having a very low growth, like the growth rate of 3% around. We were having in the time of the initial, after the independence, after the independence, certain 2 to 3 decades, we have faced the 3% growth of the country. And that was used to represent as the Hindu rate of growth. So it will not be the right answer. Lehman collapse will not be the right answer. COVID, it can't be the right answer. It can't do positive changes. COVID haven't done any positive changes. So the right answer will be adoption of LPG. Achha, can you give me the answer of LPG, like full form of LPG? What is the full form of LPG? Previous question answer was, here the answer of 19th question will be B. Okay. And the previous question's answer was 7.3%. Okay. Himlata ma'am, it was 7.3%. Now it is adoption of LPG policy. Tell me the full form of LPG in the comment section. Also, next question is talking about contribution of which sector is maximum to the Indian economy. Contribution to which sector is maximum to the Indian economy? Is it primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector, or none of the above? Very good. Liberalization, privatization, and globalization. We have studied so many times the full form. Okay. Now let me know the answer of 20th question. Primary, secondary, tertiary, or none of the above? Very good. That is tertiary sector. The maximum contribution. Acha. Do remember this, that the maximum contribution in the sense of income, that is tertiary sector, but in sense of employment generation, that is primary sector. Okay, do remember that. Chalo, next question is, how do big private companies contribute in the development of a nation? Like the big private companies are contributing in the development of our nation, how it is possible and how they are contributing? By increasing productivity of the country in the manufacturing of industrial goods. Second, by providing private hospital facility for the rich. Third, by increasing the demand for their products through advertisement. Fourth, by increasing their profit. So which of the following is correct? Which of the following is correct? Achha, I want at least 100 current viewers here. So if you know someone who haven't joined the session yet, do share the session with them. And also the same likes should be there. Uh, 21 is A. Okay, by increasing productivity of country, very good. Manufacturing of industrial goods. If you are increasing the productivity of the country in the manufacturing of industrial goods means final goods, finished good, that can be easily, not the easily, that can be directly used by the people. Hai na? That's the finished goods we are making in the industrial goods. Very good. The right answer will be A. Now the next question is talking about, which among the following index helps to understand the growth of various sectors of Indian economy? Which among the following index helps to understand the growth of various sectors of Indian economy? Is it wholesale price index? Is it consumer price index? Is it index of industrial production, or is it Residex? Which of the following is correct? A, B, C or D? A, B, C or D? Which of the following is correct? Acha. If I talk about starting three indexes, these are the index by which we are calculating the inflation in the country, okay, related to the goods and services prices. If I talk about Residex index, it is the housing index. Hana? It tells about the prices of housing sector. How the prices of housing sectors are rising, that is the Residex index. And the right answer will be no, it is not B, it is IIP, Index of Industrial Production. Hana, we are talking about the growth of various sectors. The wholesale price index tells about the wholesale market prices increase. Hana, the retail, the consumer price index tells about the retail market. But if you are talking about like in electricity, in mining, in different sectors, what is the growth is happening? To know that index of industrial production is required. And do remember, this is a volume index. This is the volume index. It means it do not talk about that the price was 100 and now the price is 200. No, it talks about that earlier we used to produce 500 goods. Now we are producing 1000 goods. So it's talk about the volume. Okay, so right answer will be your IIP, Index of Industrial Production. Next. Which one of the following economic activities is not in the territory sector? Which one of the following economic activity is not in the territory sector? Banking, beekeeping, teaching or working in a call center? A, B, C or D? Not a part of your tertiary sector. Tertiary sector means simply service sector. Acha, those candidates who are new in the channel of Officers Adda 24/7, you will find a link in the description related to the application. If you haven't downloaded the application, do download the application because in the application you will find the premium study material and it will be much more easier to join the classes there. So the link will be available in the description after the live class ends, so you can download from there. Okay, and the right answer will be B and D, two options. How you can D? The persons who are working in a call center, they are providing a certain goods. Kya? They are providing on-phone services. Na? That's a part of your service sector, but not the beekeeping. Beekeeping, by very easily, it is very easy. Beekeeping is simply related to your agriculture sector, your primary sector. Banking, you guys are providing services. Teaching, I am providing a service. Call center people are providing a service, but the beekeeping not. So right answer will be B. Next, the money value of all final goods and services produced within a country during a particular year is called gross domestic product, net domestic product, national product, production of secondary sector. Which of the following is correct? A, B, C or D? Which of the following is correct? 24th is A. Okay. So the money value that has been of all the final goods and services produced within the geographical boundary. Okay, whether it is produced by an Indian or whether it is produced by foreigner, it doesn't matter. But if it is produced within the geographical boundary, it is definitely going to be GDP. Okay, so right answer will be A. Next. 25th question is talking about which of the following is not applicable for a worker who works in an organized sector. Answer this. Ma'am, please explain primary, secondary and tertiary sector in brief. Primary sector is also known as the agriculture sector. Okay, in the primary sector, we are doing the collection of natural resources and like for example, wood. If you are collecting a wood from the forest and all, then that's a part of your agriculture sector, primary sector. Secondary sector is also known as the industrial sector in which you use the natural resources, you process the natural resources and convert those natural resources into your finished goods. That's the industrial sector or the secondary sector. Like the industries, rice mill is there, any kind of manufacturing unit will become under the secondary sector. Tertiary sector is the sector in which you are providing the services on the finished goods and services. Like for example, I collected wood from the agriculture sector, from the primary sector. I process that wood in the manufacturing sector, or I can call it a secondary sector, and I process that wood and I created a chair. And when I sold that chair, the particular customer faced the issue that the chair has been broken or something else happened. So in the service sector, in the tertiary sector, I am replacing that chair, I am repairing that chair. That's a service sector. I hope it is clear. Now the right answer will be B. Okay, very good. He or she is not paid for leave. If you are working in an organized sector, you will be paid for the leave. Very good. So right answer will be B. Now let me know out of the total 25 questions, how many questions you have answered correct. Let me know. How many questions you have answered correct out of the 25. So these are the starting 5 unit of our Indian economy, Indian financial system, and from each unit I have taken 5 questions here because we have a very short period of time here. We only had half hour, but we already covered 40 or 45 minutes. So let me know out of 25 how many you have given right answer, and also in the comment section when the video ends, do let me know, should I continue these kind of series, should I continue unit wise MCQ series. It will be helpful for you or not. Let me know in the comment section after the video ends, okay, so that I will be able to check the comments. Now this is the information for all of you that the new selection batch for English medium candidate is started from the 14th March only, and I have taken only one class of Indian economy and Indian financial system here. That was a demo class. And also right now the 81% off is going on if you use the code Y496. Apart from that, the JAIIB Mahapack is having a double validity plus the 81% discount if you use the same code. Okay, that's the discount right now going on. And apart from that, ebooks and test series are also available with the 23% discount here. The code will be Y496S. 23% discount, and the Mahapacks are there with the double validity and the 81% discount. Now how to enroll? To enroll, you just have to go to the Adda 24/7 application. Okay, go to the Adda 24/7 application and then go to the JAIIB CIB section. Let me show you. If you haven't downloaded the Adda 24/7 application, do download the application from the comment section only. Okay, in the description box it is available. So go to the JAIIB CIB section, click on the JAIIB 2023 if you want to go with the selection batch. Here it is available. Click on the selection batch. Do read all the details. You will find the study plan here. You will find the timing and dates of the exam subject of yours, and then click on the buy now option and enter a code here that will be Y496. And click on the apply. So you will find here the 80% discount, but for 1% additional discount, what you can do, you can use the coins that is available on the application. Hana, so around 3,700 something you have to pay for the selection batch. Okay, but more better option with that will be your JAIIB CIB Mahapack. Click on the Mahapack. You can click here. You can check the double validity is there. Do read all the details. After reading all the details, click on the buy now option. Enter the same code here, Y496, and click on the apply. The same offer will be there, 81% and the double validity. So you can see in the around 6,200 rupee, you will be able to get the 1-year validity of the JAIIB Mahapack. It will cover test series, ebooks, live classes, video courses, revision batches, upcoming MCQ batches or case study batches. Everything will be available in the Mahapack. And this double validity and 81% discount is available here. Okay. Chalo, so let's end the session here. and score was around 23, 20, 21, 25. That's a very good score. 19 a little less. Anna, it should be 20 or more than 20. Okay, so let's meet you again in the next session. Thank you so much for joining the session. Last but not the least, if you are new to the channel of Office of 24/7, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. So take care. Have a good time.